So I met Dimmy through a friend of mine. We became really good friends, and then a little while after we started dating. 4 years into we started dating, we had a family wedding to go to in London. So as part of that trip, we also went to Paris. And he then proposed in the gardens of Versailles, which of course I said yes. And it was just the most magical fairy tale engagement you could think of. Yeah, so we started planning the wedding straight away, and yeah, we were just really excited to begin our lives together and be married and plan our lives. So a week before the wedding, Dimitri felt really sick, and he took himself off to his doctor, and his doctor ordered some blood tests, and when they came back, his doctor told him to go immediately to ED. And there we learnt that he was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure and had to start dialysis straight away. It was incredibly devastating and heartbreaking, and just overwhelmingly an overwhelming sense of panic just set in. So I started calling our wedding vendors, people who were helping us with different things, just to let them know that we would potentially have to push our date back. So I called our videographer first, and after telling him everything, he said, yeah, sure, no problems. But most importantly, I'll be praying for you guys, and I'll be praying for Dimitri's full recovery and his hand over the whole situation. And I was really stunned, obviously, because I did not expect that reply. And then next I called our photographer. And so at the end of telling him everything of moving our dates forward, he actually also said, can I actually pray for you, and prayed for us over the phone, which again, I thought was just incredible. And after I hung up the phone to him, I thought, oh, what a coincidence. 2 of our wedding vendors turned out to be Christian. The next day, I called our florist and said the same thing to her. And she also said to me, I will be praying for you guys. And I just thought, that's really lovely that she was offering prayer as well. Dimitri was able to come out of hospital on the Thursday, and we were able to get married on the Saturday, and our wedding was just magical. And we had all our friends and family there, and that's all that mattered to us on the day. So a week after the wedding, I was on the phone to the airline, cancelling our flights because Dimitri had more appointments and we couldn't go on our honeymoon. And the man on the phone very politely asked me, can I know why you're cancelling your flights? And I felt really compelled to tell him, so I told him a short version of events. And he also said to me, oh, I'll be praying for you and your husband. And at that point, I laughed very loudly into the phone at him, and he was very taken aback, and he said, oh, why are you laughing? Prayer's not a laughing matter. It's incredibly powerful. And I said to him, yes, I know, and awkwardly just hung up the phone. And it was in that moment that the penny dropped, and it dawned on me that God had been with us every single step of the way in those last 2 weeks, from every blood test, every procedure, every doctor that came to consult on Dimmy, every phone call that we were making to organise the venue. Being able to experience God in that tangible way with strangers talking to us in a way that was like God speaking to us directly, we will never forget that feeling. That it's just so amazing to have that, to feel that protection and that love in the most horrific, heartbreaking circumstances that you would never ever wish that you were ever in. And to have that so personal and so close it's just wonderful. And that's our benchmark for God. Like, that is our benchmark for him, just being able to show up over and over again in our lives. And he has, and I know that he will continue to. We have a long road ahead of us in terms of what that might look like. We don't know, but we definitely know that he's got us in the palm of his hand.